Hello, Tonka Online students. This is a video on how do you integrate a quote. So that will be the focus of this lesson. So when you blend quotes or integrate them, you need to have them blend seamlessly into your own words within a sentence. So basically what that means is that when you read it, it should make sense as a full sentence. So you don't want to do this, like put it in your paragraph all by itself. You should have some kind of introductory phrase like this. And usually that's the context of who, what, when, where, why, or how, thinking as if the person who is reading your paper does not have the context of what happened in the story or article. And so you give the context of what's going on before that, so that it introduces the quote, and then it blends what we call seamlessly into the paragraph. So if you read this in red, it says, even though times may be difficult, Og Mandino expresses the idea that it is important to be positive and then it flows right into the quote. So this is one sentence right here. Love the light for it shows us the way, yet endure the darkness because it shows us the stars. Now a couple of things just happened here in that section. And the first one is that you don't have to include the whole quote. In fact, it's actually better to take the most important parts and shorten it. Think of it as you're looking at the quote as a magnifying glass, and if you're going to hone in on what the most important parts are, what would they be? What really sticks out to you? Use brackets to show words that have been changed. So for example, we changed the word me to us because it makes more sense in the paragraph, so it's a grammar change. If you change a verb to change like past tense to present or something because it is different in your sentence and it makes more sense that way. Whenever you change anything the author says for clarification or for grammar, you put that in brackets. Ellipsis. So if you take out something, so if you look right here, there's a part of the quote that's taken out, but this part was important and this part was important. So when you take something out, you just put those 3 dots right there. And then lastly, you should have a period at the end, and you should not capitalize the first word because it is a full sentence. So you don't capitalize the first L on love here. So here's some blended quote examples. You can see here that "Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave." That's not introduced. But if you look here, it says, in the Star-Spangled Banner, the writer describes the soldiers' overwhelming feeling as the night ended and they saw their flag still standing and expressed, "Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave." So your job on your turn is you're going to choose your favorite 5 to 10 word section from either of the passages that you've read in that section, and you're going to blend a quote. You're going to write context, put the quote in there, and write one sentence of kind of analysis or the effect of the quote. So the example here is, in McKay's poem America, the speaker personifies America and states that, know that it's blending right in, her vigor gives me strength, erect her hate. This presents the image of an angry figure who also offers guidance. So that's just one line of the effect, and you're going to put it right there. So again, here's an example with all 3 parts, the intro phrase in red, the quote and the citation in blue, and then one sentence of analysis. And here's one more example. Notice on this one I used the quote strategy to explain in green, where I took, because you're explaining the text, it's always good to refer directly back to what the words are saying. And so by me saying, the simple exclamation of the words "Oh, say" expresses the hope and awe of the war-tattered soldiers upon seeing their flag still standing. So that's just another good thing that we'll be working on later. So now it's your turn to go back and be sure to choose one of those 2 texts that are on the lesson and fill in the box just like it is here about blending a quote. Good luck.